This is Dr. Saka Mohajir, and I'm going to discuss whitening procedures today at our office. I've done a lot of cosmetic procedures over the years, but none of them have been as annoying as whitening. And you can ask any general dentist, and they will tell you the exact same thing. Whitening is one of the most annoying and unpredictable procedures that we do. Years have passed, and honestly, I very rarely would recommend whitening to people because of that same problem, inconsistency of results. And that's an issue that we've had to deal with for a long time. There was a dentist named Rod Kurthy who developed a system called core whitening, and that's the system I switched to at our office. And the reason that we switched is because it has eliminated the inconsistency problem, which is amazing. The biggest issue with whitening and with peroxides in general is that they break down very quickly with two things, light and heat. As long as you don't have light, as long as you don't have heat exposed to the peroxides directly, they last for a very long time, and they work very actively throughout the process. So the way that the core whitening has eliminated the problem is that they refrigerate their whitening material from door to door. So as it leaves the factory, it's on, wherever it might be, it's in a refrigerated box. We get it, we put it directly in the refrigerator here as well. When we send it home with patients, same thing. We tell them go straight home, you can't go anywhere else. Make sure you put it in the fridge right away. Keeping it in a cold environment is what makes it last the longest and keeps it working the longest. This has been the biggest problem because whenever we'd get whitening cases in the past, I may use the whitening material that we had from, the same manufacturer, from a manufacturer, and actually do a whitening case in the morning. Turned out great. The next day, same manufacturer, we would do it again. Wouldn't turn out great at all. Couldn't figure out why. And this dentist, like I said, Dr. Kurthy, he developed core whitening for that reason exactly. Now, the process is actually very simple, and the reason that it's so effective is pretty amazing. The impressioning process that we use, meaning taking the impressions, the molds for the trays that we make you, is much more detailed. It takes about half an hour to 40 minutes to get the trays made. And the reason is that it's just such a detailed impression. We're taking extreme detail so that when we make you these whitening trays, they're very well sealed. No material leaks out at all. You use the whitening trays at night for about 14 days at a stretch. We give you the whitening gel, you put it in before you go to bed. It's actively whitening your teeth for almost 6 hours while you're asleep. Previously, you'd look at these gels and the trays that were made, saliva would get in, water would get in, it would break down the peroxides 5-10 minutes, and it's not working anymore. If those had a proper seal, then they also would have worked very well. So the core trays are really what's the most essential component of the whole process. After 14 days of at-home whitening, you're going to see an amazing result. I mean, seriously fantastic. And the results really do speak for themselves. You have some cases that we've done that have been older people who drink coffee all day long, extremely yellow, dark-stained teeth, and they've gotten lighter than my teeth, which is amazing. I mean, I've never whitened them yet. It's one of those situations where I'm lucky. I have naturally light teeth. And when I look at people who have dark stain like that, I always think to myself, why don't they do anything about it? Well, maybe they tried with previous materials and just didn't have success. With the materials that we've used, like I said, the success has been awesome. After you do the 14 days at home, you're going to do an in-office whitening. And the reason is the results you've achieved with the 14 days, we want to lock those in. We want to make sure that we have a result that's long-lasting. So by doing the 14-day at home, you get yourself up to a level that you're happy with. We do the in-office whitening. It gives you a little boost beyond that, but it keeps you at a point now where it's stable. The other thing that's amazing about core whitening is that it's billed as a permanent whitening procedure. Nobody ever says permanent in the dental industry. It's very rare. But this manufacturer backs up and guarantees their product. The reason being they know the results work, and we do too, so we guarantee it as well. We call it permanent because every month on your own, you're going to use your whitening trays and you're going to put a little bit of gel, and once a month, you're going to whiten on your own. That's going to continue to maintain your whitening results for the rest of your life. That means you don't have to give up coffee, you don't have to give up tea, you don't have to give up all those dark staining beverages and foods that you normally eat. You just have to maintain what you have. And then if you want an extra boost, you always have the material there. So if you have a wedding, a graduation, something coming up where you really want to get that extra boost, you have it at your disposal. You can do it whenever you want to do it. We provide that gel at your regular recall appointment. So when you come back for a 6-month checkup, we ask you, how are you doing on the gel? Everything good? If you need more, we give you more, and we take it from there. It's an awesome process, and it's an amazing result. I've had no complaints so far. Patients have really enjoyed it, and it's life-changing. It's one of those things where we do a lot of cosmetics, but we've never had the opportunity to present whitening with awesome results. So I hope you consider it. Stay tuned for more videos that I'll be presenting here for Pinewood Dental. Feel free to browse the website.